What's up, YouTube? This is GroudonEmpire, and today I'm going to be doing... Right now is finals! The finals of my OU tournament. Not my OU tournament, but an OU Wi-Fi tournament that I participated in. And yeah, this is the same team that I've been using the whole time, X and Y. And as you can tell, my opponent has this monstrosity of a team. They have the core, they have the Heatran Venusaur core. My favorite Pokemon in the world, Raikou. They have a Landorus. I actually saw Latios earlier today. So, like, earlier in the tournament. I think it was that game that my opponent DC'd, and a Conkeldurr. But yeah, it wasn't like the first Latios or anything. But anyway, so when I look at my opponent's team, I'm thinking, how am I going to win? Alright. I know after Rocks, Beedrill can Poison Jab 1-hit KO Raikou. Most Latios are not, they are Life Orb. I can kill that thing after Rocks as well. Drill Run destroys Heatran, and all I need to do is to weaken up the Conkeldurr and the Venusaur. So Talonflame perfectly does that, and you know, I have an Ice Shard user, I have a Spinner, and I have whatever else I have to deal with the Landorus. So really, this is in the bag, technically speaking. But then Rocks destroy me, so I gotta keep Rocks off the field. That's really important. As always, every single game, Rocks is super important. So we'll see how this works out. All right, I'll press the challenge. I press the play button now. Now I am really afraid of the fact that there's a Scarf Landorus, because I don't really have like exact ways to deal with it. Right? Starts off with the Landorus is definitely Scarfed, most likely. I mean, maybe not. Maybe not. I just go for a Protect first turn to get my Mega Evolution off. If he goes for the Stealth Rock, I'm just going to U-turn or Poison Jab. I'm going to U-turn. If he doesn't go for Stealth Rock, then I know that he's Scarfed. Most likely, anyway. Stealth Rock. So I can go for U-turn this turn. And I will. You know, I'm going to go for that. And I'm going to go out into my own Landorus. So let's just appreciate this battle. Boom, boom, bam. Landorus. Yep, go on to Landorus. As my opponent goes for a U-turn, likely? Or knockoff? I don't know. U-turn, alright. So they go for a U-turn, scouting me to switch out. This is nice. Good move on my opponent's part. This is finals, so the opponent has to know what they're doing, right? And they switch out into something. What will they switch out into, though? They switch out into Conkeldurr. Ice Punch will tear me up, that's why. I'm just going to go for a Stealth Rock on my part, because I can just Rapid Spin the rocks away. So I don't have to worry about anything. Honestly speaking, I feel like I should have just went for an Earthquake. But no, after Rocks, I KO things, so it's good for me to have Rocks on the field. And I'm going to lose Landorus right now, but it's fine. Because I can go out into Starmie next turn, and I can go for a Rapid Spin. Because I legit do not need Starmie for anything else. Like, I can use Weavile for all my other needs. But, whatever, I don't know what came in my mind. I don't know why I thought a Psyshock would 1-hit KO Conkeldurr that's Assault Vested. And this ended up happening. Conkeldurr is super bulky, okay? It has very high defense, very high base HP. Even if I'm using Psyshock Stab with Life Orb, it's not going to kill it. And I know it. I ran the calc earlier, but I still went for that. And I knew I just needed to Rapid Spin the rocks away. So that was extremely crucial, because now I'm at a severe disadvantage. And, like, words can't describe how like, disgusting that turn was. Like, I just looked at his team and I just told you guys, I need Talonflame, I need Beedrill, and I have Weavile. Like, I need Rocks with Landorus, and I win the game. That's it. But if I have Rocks on my field and then my Talonflame and Beedrill are hampered. So I went for a Poison Jab that turn because I was gonna KO, and then if I don't and I go into Poison Jab the Landorus switch or whatever, I can, you know, do whatever the hell. I mean, I have momentum basically, and I can just protect. If it's poisoned, if it's not, I can just U-turn out into something else. And I do that, you know, I U-turn out into the right Magnezone. And then, because I'm invested and I don't think he's invested, I can just go for Flash Cannon next turn, but he's going to go out into his Heatran. Now, I could have predicted that and went for a Volt Switch. But I don't think I do that. So this turn I also mess up. Yeah, this turn I also mess up. I didn't go for the Volt Switch. I went for a Flash Cannon. I didn't need to go for a Flash Cannon. But again, I don't need Mana Zone to win the game. All I need is Beedrill. Like, I need Landorus to get down and out. Once Landorus is gone, okay, once Landorus is gone, Beedrill can take down this thing, can take down the Latios, the Raikou, the Venusaur can also be taken down. Especially if I can take Heatran out, then I can beat, like with my homeboy Talonflame, I can just Brave Bird everything, because now Landorus is in range of Brave Bird. So this turn I go on to Weavile, and I'll go for a low kick, and I predict him to switch out into a what's that Pokemon called? Venusaur. He's gonna switch out into Venusaur, or he's probably gonna switch out into Landorus and sack off Landorus, which is a great move too. That's a good move too. I'm going to go for an Ice Punch, Ice Shard next turn, because I don't have Ice Punch. Otherwise, I'd definitely go for an Ice Punch, not Ice Shard, because, you know, it's... If he switches out into something, it does damage, right? So, that's what happened. I went for that, and then next turn I go for an Ice Shard. I hope it kills. If it doesn't KO, I'm in trouble. Or he can just switch out into something else. He doesn't do that. He decides to keep it in. I go for the Ice Shard, and I end up KOing this thing. Yep, it's 4 times effective, even though it's a base 40 attack. It's just, it's Stab, Life Orb, doesn't really matter if the Intimidate is there. Now he goes out into Conkeldurr, and I think Ice Shard, Life Orb, even at -1 can take the opponent out. After Rocks, okay, definitely, this is a KO'd Conkeldurr. Alright, great. So I can still win this game, even though I messed up super big time with the Starmie. But if I still end up losing this game because of the Rocks, again, I messed up, and I could have done myself good had I spun the Rocks away. Now, right now, I'm just gonna go for a knockoff. It does the most damage, and I'm just gonna knock off until I faint. You know, I don't want to take Rocks damage plus any kind of extra damage from anything. I mean, maybe I could have went out to Beedrill this turn, but like, what if he has Hidden Power Fire? Yeah, okay, so he has Hidden Power Fire, so if I switched out to Beedrill, I would have been done. So it's a good thing I didn't switch out to Beedrill. Plus, any passive damage just sucks. But yeah, this turn I go on to Talonflame, and I go for a U-turn. Now, my opponent is probably going to switch out, or not switch out. Okay, so my opponent, oh boy. This is basically a good game for me now. This is a definitely good game for me. I mean, maybe I can make a comeback. Maybe, right? Like, I can take a Sludge Bomb, and I can Poison Jab, and I outspeed Heatran, and Latios, I can Poison Jab him. I can Drill Run, right? I can win, right? Problem is, Poison Jab is a roll on Latios. 40%, 50% chance of KOing, because I'm not adamant. And if he's Scarfed, I'm done. And he switched out right now instead of the Heat. And he's Scarfed. So this is a good game. If my opponent wasn't Scarfed, like, I had a chance of actually winning. But, like, really, I threw the game away when I did not Rapid Spin with the Starmie. As we saw from Team Preview, I really did not need to preserve Starmie for anything. I needed to spin Rocks away. That is Starmie's single most important role. And I lost this game primarily because of what I did with my Starmie. Also, I have to tip my hat off to Krazeen as well, because he played it well. Had he shown the Latios earlier, alright, then I probably would have definitely known. But no, it doesn't matter, because the Rocks, like, again, once I did not spin Rocks away and my Starmie went bam, I lost the game right then and there. I would have only won if my opponent was, like, very, like, not good, or if I got serious hacks, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, like, my opponent definitely had favorable... Because he had that Scarf Latios, which is 20% usage, like, because he had that Scarf Latios, he definitely had an upper hand. Because he didn't have to worry about Beedrill anymore, because Beedrill usually destroys Heatran Latios cores, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't have to worry about that because he had a Scarf Latios. So definitely had a favorable matchup. He preserved his Heatran really well. But yeah, I really feel like this was definitely a winnable game, like a very high chance of winnable game, had I removed Rocks. I did not remove Rocks, so it became a very low chance game to win, even if my opponent didn't have a Scarf Latios. And with the Scarf Latios, you know, it's still not like super high advantage for me to win, but there would still be a really high percentage for me to actually end up winning the game. Now, if my opponent didn't have a Scarf Latios, then I would have still actually ended up winning this game likely. I would have been likely to end up winning this game. And if I ended up spinning the rocks, plus my opponent didn't have a Scarf Latios, I would have definitely 100% won this game. But I ended up misplaying by not spinning the rocks away, and my opponent ended up having that nice Scarf Latios, and that was good. I lost finals. I ended up losing. I pretty much choked it away from that turn versus the Conkeldurr. That sucks, man. That sucks. But that just goes to show you what can happen. You know what I'm saying? Damage calcs are nice, and usually I run damage calcs, but I didn't run damage calc for this because I thought, like, I wanted his rapid spin, but I don't know why I pressed Side Shock. That's whatever though. Good game, Krazeen. Good game, Krazeen. I'm salty I lost versus you. I really am, but I'm always salty when I lose. So it's whatever. Good game, man. Good game. Man. Good game. Remember, guys, I primarily do competitive Pokemon content on my channel, primarily Battle Spot Single, because nobody else that does English commentary does high-level Battle Spot Single content like yours truly. So definitely subscribe if you're interested in competitive Pokemon content, especially Battle Spot Single in particular. As well, I do have a team building guide for that format. And again, if you're interested in Smogon games on this channel, you guys have to show the support. You know, you have to smash the hell out of the like button. You guys have to tell all your peoples and, you know, increase, you know, tell people to come to this channel, you know. Tell your friends, you know, if you're featured on this battle, you know, on these battles, you have to tell people in the comment section this was you. Tell your friends, tell your family, you know, tell all of them. Bring them to the channel. Increase the subscriber number, and just let's all increase this empire, man. Right now there's nothing. Right now Groudon's all alone, and it's just like everything is burning in the lava. You know, there are things that can grow in this desolate land that we have to accommodate. So keep that in mind, guys. You want to be part of this GroudonEmpire, you gotta help populate it. You know, you gotta fly around with them Talonflames and Charizards and whatnot. All right, so again, follow me on Twitter, leave comments in the comment section, and hopefully we can have more Smogon battles in the future. This was GroudonEmpire. Peace out.